Hey y'all, it's me again, Valerie. Welcome back to my yarn room. Yay! Alright, y'all see this beautiful thing right here in front of me? It is a mug rug. Yeah, that's what they calling it these days. Back when I was a kid, it was called a coaster. But now they call it a mug rug. So, y'all want to learn how to make this? No, I have not sewed in my ends. I will. Now, you'll notice I've got two ends here to sew in. I've got two ends here to sew in. And I've got two ends here to sew in. Not bad, huh? It's color blocking. That's all you're doing. And my red and whites over here on the end, I carried my yarn. So then all I got to do is block it and sew in those, and you'll never even know. Alright, y'all want to learn how to make this? I think it's gorgeous. Alright, give me just a minute and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I think I got everything set up. Now, I'm using a 4 worsted weight cotton yarn. I like using cotton for this because it's more absorbent than an acrylic. And if you have condensation on your beverage, well, you need the cotton to absorb the condensation. Plus, I love cotton. Now, I have a white, and it's different from my blue and my red. You'll notice, well, you can't really tell there, but I can tell. My white is a little bit thicker. It is one of the Bernat big skeins of cotton, and my blue and my red is the peaches and cream from I think Walmart. Okay, before we get started, I'd like to invite anybody who hasn't already to hit that word subscribe. When you do, give the videos a thumbs up. Share them if you can. And leave me a comment. Alright. All I've done was take my cotton, my white, and put a slip knot. Now, I'm going to chain 16. If you want yours a different size, by all means, do it a different size. Now, I'm going to chain loosely because I don't want it to be tight. If you chain tight here, the bottom is going to draw up. Okay, I think that's 16. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. The reason why I'm chaining 16 is because I want 15 chains. That last one right there that you did, that's a turning chain. It don't count as nothing. So, I'm going to go into the back. That back bump, I'm going to go to the second one from the hook. if my yarn don't split, I'm going to put a single crochet. And then I'm going to put one single crochet in every single stitch all the way down. Now, the reason why I'm going in that back bump is because, like I said, I'm going to block it. And if you flip it over, going in that back bump, you've got perfect V's right there in order to know exactly where your stitch is. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one single crochet in every single stitch all the way to the bottom, going in the back bump. Well, then I'm going to chain one, I'm going to turn, and then I'm going to put one single crochet all the way back, except for that last stitch right there. I'm not going to do it. And I'll be right back before I do that last stitch to add my new color. So, y'all go ahead and do this row and chain one, turn, and go all the way back. But don't do that last stitch. And I'll meet you back there. Okay, wait a minute. I gotta correct myself. I do apologize. Greatly apologize. You don't do 2 rows of the white. So if you did, pause here, take out 1 row. Only do 1 row of single crochets on that chain of the white. Okay, if you've done that, because with that chain and that 1 row, that's plenty of white. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go into that last single crochet and pull up a loop. Okay, but then we're not going to yarn over yet and pull through. The reason why is because we're going to add our red. So I got my tail facing me. I'm just going to put the red through like that. We're going to get that working yarn of the white and pull it just a little bit. Okay, then we're going to chain 1 on the red. We're going to turn. And we're going to go in that first one and do a single crochet. And we're going to put 1 single crochet in every single stitch. Alright, now this one, you do a row of red all the way to the end. Chain 1, turn, and do a row of red all the way back. But you don't do that last stitch right here on the way back. Not yet. That's where we're going to change back to the white. Alright, and I will meet y'all back there. Sorry about before. I get in a hurry when I do these and forget what I'm doing. Alright, so I'll meet you back over here when at your last stitch before you end your white or your red. Okay, now I'm back over here at my last stitch. Now, what I want to do is I want to go in that last stitch and draw up a loop of the red. But I'm not going to finish with the red. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to get my white working yarn. And I'm going to yarn over. I'm going to drop that red. I'm going to yarn over with the white. And I'm not making it tight right here. I'm making it kind of loose, holding it down to make sure that it's not too tight. Because if it's too tight, it's going to draw up on the sides and it ain't going to look right. So, you definitely don't want it too tight. And then I'm going to pull that red just a little bit. Then I'm going to yarn over with the white, and I'm going to turn. Now, I'm going to pretend that I have, because see, I got my 2 rows of white, 2 rows of red. I'm going to pretend that I've done 2 more rows of white and 2 more rows of red, just to show y'all how to get the blue in there. So I'm going to start on this row of white. Okay, so I grabbed the tail and not the working yarn. Ha! I'm fumbly. Alright, I'm going to go right here in that first stitch. And I'm going to do a single crochet. Okay, now I'm going to do 9 more single crochets. Make sure you keep pulling them tails, because they'll come undone on you. Okay, 9 more. So that counts as 2, because I want 10 single crochets of the white. And 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, that's my 10th one. So I don't want to finish with that color. I went in, I drew up a loop. So now I'm going to reach over here, and I'm going to get my blue tail. And I'm going to draw my blue through. I'm going to pull that white just a little bit, make sure that it's not too loose. Okay, then I'm going to work over my blue tail. Not my white. Do not work over your white tail, because you want your white to be right there. That way when you come back with the blue, you can grab the white and do 2 rows of it. And see? And then I'm going to just go right here in the next one. And let me pull out some more blue. So that's 2. 3. 4. And 5. And then I'm going to chain 1 and I'm going to turn. Okay, now I'm going to put 5 single crochets of the blue. 1, 2, 3, 4. But this 5th one, I'm going to change color. I'm going to draw up a loop of the blue. But then I got to finish my white, because I only did 1 row of white. So I'm going to grab my white yarn, and I'm going to pull it through my blue. And then I'm going to tighten my blue down a little bit. I'm going to pick up my white. And I like to go under where I pulled that white up. And do my single. Now I'm not working with the blue no more. I dropped it on this side behind me so that I can pick it up on the next row. And I'm going to do 10 more white. Or 9 more, so 8 more now. Had to draw up some more white. That's all it is to color blocking, y'all. Maneuvering your yarn. Now see, I'm back here at the end, and it's my second row of white. So, on this one, I go in the stitch, draw up a loop. But then I reach down here, and I get my red working yarn, and I'll pull it through. And then I'm going to tighten that white down. But notice I'm not making my red tight to where it draws here on the side. And then turn, and you work 9 single crochets of your red, and on that 10th one you want to go in and draw up a loop, and then bring your blue up and yarn over with it and pull it through. And that's all it is to it. But I did a chain of white and a row of single crochets in white. At the end, I drew up my red. Okay? And then I did a row of red and back. And that last one right there, I drew up my white again. Did a row. And on the way back, that last one, I drew up my red again. After the 2 rows of red, I drew up my white. Did 9 across. That 10th one, I added my blue. And that's all it is to this. Now, what I'm going to do, because you know, gold goes real good with American flags. So, I'm going to take some gold, and I'm going to border all the way around in gold. But here on the corners, I'm going to do 3. I'm going to do it in single crochets. And on the corners, like I said, I'm just going to do 3 on the corners, you know, to round it and let it lay flat. But that is my American flag mug rug. Alright. Well, I guess that's going to be all for today. And I will meet y'all back here in the next one for another grand adventure. Right here in Val's Yarn Room. And I love each and every single one of y'all to pieces. I really do. And do something nice for somebody. Even if it's just a smile. Alright, y'all. Get your crochet on. Bye, y'all.